القيامة في كل يوم 1000 مرة. اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد عدد كل قطرة قطرت من سماواتك إلى أرضك من يوم خلقت الدنيا إلى يوم القيامة في
Âl-i İsmatçı, Tavret evladı, Resul-i Safdin Efendilerimizin, Sayın Enbiya-i İzam ve Resul-i Fihan Hazrat-ı Erbab Şeriflerine, Pirimiz Bilal-i Habeş radıyallahu anh Efendimizin muhalel husus bu caminin banisi ve bugüne kadar içerisinden gelmiş geçmiş imam mevzin kayyumlarının ve kahve-i ehli ivanın ervahı sahibi Seyyid Abdülkerim el-Kıbrıs Rabbani Hazretleri için Allah rızası için el-Fatiha. Allahümme Euzubillahimineşşeytanirracim. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. İnnallâhe ve melâiketehu yusallûne alen-nebî. Ya eyyühellezîne âmenû sallu aleyhi ve sellimû teslîmâ. Allahümme salli alâ seyyidina Muhammedin ve alâ ali seyyidina Muhammed. Allahu Ekber, Allahu Ekber. Allahu Ekber, Allahu Ekber. Eşhedü en la ilahe illallah. Eşhedü en la ilahe illallah. Eşhedü enne Muhammeden Resulullah. Eşhedü enne Muhammeden Resulullah. Hayya aleyhissalâh. Hayya aleyhissalâh. Hayya aleyhisfelâh. Hayya aleyhisfelâh. Allahu Ekber, Allahu Ekber. La ilahe illallah.
La ilahe illallah. Seyyidina Mevlana Muhammed Resulullah sallallahu aleyhi ve sellem. Elhamdülillah. Elhamdülillah. Elhamdülillahi Rabbil alemin. Ve salatu ve selamu ala Resulina Muhammedin ve ala alihi ve sahbihi ecmain. Nahmedullah Teala ve nestağfir ve neşhedü en la ilahe illallah vahdehu la şerike leh. Neşhedü enne seyyidina Muhammeden abduhu ve habibuhu ve resuluhu sallallahu aleyhi ve ala alihi ve ezvacihi ve ashabihi ve tabi'i hulefâ raşidin mahadin min ba'di. Ve zilmati ala tahkik hususan minhu ulemati hulefâ razilâ ala tahkik umara'l mu'minin Hazreti Ebu Bakr ve Umar, Osman ve Ali ve ala bakte sahabet tabi'in ridvanullah ta'ala aleyhim ecmain. Ya eyyuhal mu'minun el-hazirun ittakullah ta'ala ve ati'innallaha ma'allezine tekvellezine hum muhsinun. Elhamdülillahi Rabbil alemin. Ve salatu ve selamu ala eşrafil enbiya ve mursalin Seyyidina Mevlana Muhammedin ve ala alihi ve sahbihi ecmain. All praises are due to Allah, Lord of the universes. All praises are due to Allah, who has sent down upon his servant the book and has not made therein any deviance. He has made it straight to warn of severe punishment from him and to give good tidings to the believers who do righteous deeds, that they will have a good reward in which they will remain forever. Sadaqallahu al-Azim. And may all peace and blessings be upon the servant of Allah, the beloved of Allah, the sincere friend of Allah, the intimate friend of Allah, the one who speaks with Allah, Sayyidina Muhammad alayhi salatu wassalam. And may all peace and blessings be upon his noble family and blessed companions, especially upon the Khulafa Rashidin, Hazrati Abu Bakr Siddiq, Hazrati Umar Farooq, Hazrati Osman al-Ghani, and Hazrati Ali al-Murtaza, and all those who follow them until the last day. Ya ayyuhal mu'minun, O believers, welcome to you in this holy day of Jummah, in the first Jummah of the month of Safar. O believers, we should watch ourselves more closely in this month of Safar, and to guard ourselves from the tricks and traps of our egos and shaitans, because the curses rain down to the earth in this month of Safar. So do not be caught in a cursed area in this month. Stay in places of safety and with the people of safety. Our Shaykh, Sahib al-Saif, Shaykh Abdul Karim al-Kabrisiya Rabbani, is advising us on how to stay safe in this month. He said, this is the month of Safar. During this month, at least 3 times a day, recite the Shahadat. And at least 500 times a day to say Astaghfirullah, Astaghfirullah, Astaghfirullah. If you cannot make it, then 300 times a day. Astaghfirullah, Astaghfirullah. Today's people are very busy. They may say to me, 300 times is too much. Say 100 times at least. Astaghfirullah, Astaghfirullah. Astaghfirullah means sit somewhere for 5 minutes and understand the things you did in ghaflat, in heedlessness, and ask for forgiveness. Regret from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to say, you were watching me and I was doing this heedless thing, Ya Rabbi. I'm asking forgiveness from you. That's what it means. And I'm watching so many playing with a tasbih, pulling it so quickly. I say, what you did? They say 100 times, Astaghfirullah. MashaAllah. MashaAllah. You are just fooling yourself. Nobody else. Wake up to yourself. Oh believers, this whole world, have no doubt that it is sinking into the disobedience of their Lord, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. The Lord of the heavens and the earth, the Lord of all that is, that was, and all that will be. We are all of us, being disobedient to that Lord. In the times before, it was just a few nations being disobedient, while the majority were keeping the orders of Allah. But in this time we are living in, the whole earth has become disobedient. And we are committing the sins that every nation before us committed. The crimes of the people of Nuh alayhi salam, of the nation of Ibrahim alayhi salam, the crimes of Ad and Samud, the crimes of the people of Lut alayhi salam, they are committing the sin that every nation before was punished for and erased from this earth for. This is our ummah, now in this Akhir Zaman. And the friends of Allah, the ones who are connected to their Lord and to their Holy Prophet ﷺ, they are crying out and warning this nation, just like the prophets, saying, O children of Adam, you have become disobedient to Allah, and so much disobedience for almost 7,000 years, and you have just received the anger of Allah. And preparation is coming to finish the children of Adam on the face of the earth. So wake up, turn around, because you are still arrogant and stubborn. This condition of the children of Adam in the 21st century, yes, it is coming from arrogance and stubbornness. O believers, arrogance and stubbornness, they are the inheritances of shaitan. They do not come from our father Adam alayhi salam. They do not come from the prophets and the saints. They come from shaitan, because shaitan was arrogant and he was stubborn. He was kicked out of paradise. Because paradise is the place for the clean people, and arrogance and stubbornness are dirty characteristics. What made shaitan arrogant and proud? He said to his Lord Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, you are wrong and I am right. You are asking me to make sajda to Adam, you are wrong, because I am better than Adam. I may use the excuse that I make sajda only to you, but the reality is, I am better than Adam. He should be making sajda to me. You created me from fire, and you created him from clay. He said to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, I will not prostrate to this one. I know better than you. His arrogance became so much that he said to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, I know better than you. And yes, the real definition of arrogance is to reject the truth. The Holy Prophet ﷺ is saying in his Hadith Sharif, arrogance is to hate the truth and to look down on other people. The one who has arrogance in his heart cannot enter into paradise, and his punishment in the next life will be very severe. The Holy Prophet ﷺ is saying, on the day of judgment, the arrogant will be gathered like ants in the form of men. Humiliation will overwhelm them from every side. They will be driven to a prison in hell called Baulas, and with the hottest fire rising over them, and they will be given to drink of the juice of the inhabitants of hell. May Allah protect us from this. In the past, maybe it was only tyrants and evil kings who could take on the characteristics of being arrogant. Because in the past, tyrants and evil kings, they had power, they had land, they had resources. But today, in this modern world, in this 21st century world, everyone has become arrogant. Arrogant with their little possessions. Arrogant with their little families. Arrogant with their little positions. And the number one thing that has made the children of Adam arrogant in this era, it is being arrogant with knowledge, with the little knowledge that they get from here and there. In the last 100 years, they have made everyone learn how to read and how to write. And in the last decade, we have been given, every one of us, a computer. So everybody reads and thinks that they are the smartest creature that has ever walked on the face of the earth, because all that knowledge, all that information is in front of us. There is no difference now between you and me, the professor and the student, because the information is in front of us. And then everybody writes a few words in their keyboards and posts them to Facebook and thinks that they are the biggest genius that ever lived. And because of that arrogance with their so-called education, we cannot hear the truth anymore. We believe that we know everything. We believe that we can know everything. And if someone comes to teach us a couple of things, we say, we already know, we don't need you. And our hearts have become locked. As Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said in Surah Al-Baqarah, deaf, dumb, and blind, so they do not understand. In this world, especially in the Western world, now catching up to the Eastern world, this disease has come through the glorification of science. They are saying, we have the answers to everything. We have explored every inch of the earth. We can calculate everything that is happening in the galaxies. We have looked into the smallest atom and the biggest universe. Why do we need a God? There is no God. We are gods. That is what they are teaching. And when you say to them, who created those atoms and who created those universes, they say there is no creator. It just happened. Arrogance and stubbornness. And this disease of arrogance and stubbornness, very quickly the Muslims are catching up to it too. And it's killing us as well. Muslims think that we have become so educated because we can put the translation of the Quran online. We can put the books of hadith, the books of tafsir, the books of fiqh online. And so we say, look, we have all this knowledge at our fingertips. Why do we need the scholars? Why do we need imams? Why do we need sheikhs? Why do we need 1,400 years of a tradition that was developed with divine inspiration and under prophetic guidance to safeguard the religion of Allah? We can do it by ourselves. And some have the arrogance to say, Astaghfirullah, Abu Hanifa was wrong. They don't even say Imam Abu Hanifa. They say Abu Hanifa was wrong. Malik was wrong. Shafi'i was wrong. Ahmad was wrong. Ghazali was wrong. Junaid was wrong. Abdul Qadir was wrong. We have more knowledge than them. We have more information than them. This is the golden age of Islam. And what has the so-called golden age of Islam brought? We can see that by ourselves. All around us is nothing but destruction and humiliation. Because their knowledge is not knowledge at all, but ignorance. They are sinking in the second Jahiliyyah in imagining that they are bringing an Islamic renaissance. They are dirty with the disease of arrogance. And our Shaykh is saying, they are making sajda with arrogance and stubbornness, reciting Quran Karim with arrogance and stubbornness and pride, giving zakat with arrogance and stubbornness and pride, going to Hajj with arrogance and stubbornness and pride. They are going out throwing stones to shaitan with arrogance, with stubbornness, with pride, and shaitan is just laughing, saying, this is exactly what I want to do with you, to think that you are better than me, but you are just becoming worse. This is the condition of the 21st century Muslims. We have become toys in the hands of shaitans and shaitanic people and shaitanic systems. And now we are seeing that Muslims are reaching out to the non-Muslims saying, there is no difference between you and us. There is no difference between haq and batil. We are all the same. Okay, you reject Rasulullah ﷺ and call him, astaghfirullah, an impostor and a fraud. It is okay. We don't mind it. Because we value love more than anything else. We all love humanity, right? We all love equal rights, right? We all love peace, right? So let us be friends. So the whole world, from Muslims to non-Muslims, are becoming buddies with each other. But those who are obedient to shaitan, they still hate one group of people. They hate the ones who stand up for the truth. They hate the ones who are sticking to Ahl Sunnah wal Jama'ah. They hate those who are being Husseini. They hate those who are being Haqqani. Because the people of truth, they are like a mirror. And when the people of falsehood look at the people of truth, they cannot stand it because they see the ugliness of their own reality. This condition is not new. Don't think that whatever that we're experiencing right now in this 21st century, it is new. It is not new. This has happened before. Allah is giving example upon example in the Holy Quran. To who? To the people of Nuh, to the people of Ad and Samud, to the people of Lut, to us. Saying that these nations, they went through these difficulties and disobedience. Take lesson from them because you are going to go through that as well. But the trick and the trap of this century is we have forgotten our civilization. They have put amnesia on us, and we think now we can reinvent the religion. We don't know our history, and everything that we're experiencing now is new, and we can make up just as we go along. This condition is not new. This condition has been the condition of the Ahlul Haq for 1,400 years. And this is especially the condition of those who are carrying the Naqshbandi tariqat. Because the Naqshbandis, they are carrying the way of Hazrat Abu Bakr Siddiq. They are the people of Siddiq, the people of truth. And our Grand Shaykh Hazrat Khwaja Ma'soom al-Rabbani, the son of Mujaddid al-Thani, the son of Imam Rabbani, he said more than 300 years ago, how strange is it that some of the Muslims who say peace with all, make best friends, and gather lovingly with the disbelievers, but they have hatred and are enemies towards the true Muslims who are Ahlul Sunnah, that the Holy Prophet ﷺ praised as being those who follow my way and the way of my companions. The unity and friendship of the peace with all Muslims is with others, disbelievers, but they want to harm the true Muslims and destroy them. If the goal was to have peace with all and not interfere into other people, then Amril Ma'ruf and Nahy Munkar would not have been from the obligations of our religion. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala would not have praised those who carry out this duty as being from the best of nations. Amri bil Ma'ruf and Nahy Munkar means to enjoin, to encourage what is good and to forbid what is evil. We must stand up for truth if we call ourselves Haqqanis. And if we feel that we are under attack for standing up for the truth, then we must know that we are in good company. We are in the company of the prophets and the saints. As believers, we should not be weak. We are not going to be proud of ourselves as individuals. That is wrong. But we are going to be proud to be Muslims. We are going to be proud to be the people of truth, because when a man makes himself humble before Allah and His Prophet, then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gives that man haybat when he stands for the truth. If we want an example, we can look at our Shaykh. Before his Lord, before his Prophet, before his Shaykh, he was the most humble person. But when he stood up for the truth, he was a lion. Just like Hazrat Umar Faruq radiallahu an used to ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, give me haybat in the eyes of the people, but make me low in my own eyes. That is the way of tariqat. That is the way of the Ottomans. That is the way of those who are honored by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. O believers, we should walk on that path. We should leave behind what we have inherited from shaitan. We should leave behind pride, arrogance, stubbornness, envy, and anger. We should take instead the inheritance that is coming from our Shaykh. Let us become the people of truth. We should walk in that way. Ameen. Astaghfirullah. Astaghfirullah. Astaghfirullah. La ilaha illa huwa al-hayyul qayyum wa atubu ilayh. لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له له الملك وله الحمد كل شيء قدير لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له له الملك وله الحمد كل شيء قدير لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له له الملك وله الحمد كل شيء قدير لا إله إلا أنت سبحانك كنت من الظالمين لا إله إلا أنت سبحانك كنت من الظالمين لا إله إلا أنت سبحانك كنت من الظالمين سبح قدوس ربنا رب الملائكة والروح سبح قدوس ربنا رب الملائكة والروح سبح قدوس ربنا رب الملائكة والروح إن ديننا عند الله الإسلام إقام الصلاة
الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله يا على السلام يا على السلام يا على الفلاح يا على الفلاح قد قامت الصلاة قد قامت الصلاة الله أكبر لا إله إلا الله